mean nothing. Yeah, just a touchdown. No way. Coming for the bag and it's mine on sight. They ain't hit me last year, and I ain't got time. Just a touchdown. Hit my line. It's that time. This ain't sound. It's a vibe. We was down. We survived. Peep us now. We all right.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. A beautiful skyline of Denver, Colorado. And we got time.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. Walker and Smart for guard. Brown the small forward with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot manning the middle. And for Denver, Jokic is out there with Gordon. Then it's Porter. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Murray in at the point. For both teams tonight, Clark, unbelievable talent up front.
Agreed. And, you know, in the trenches, in the paint is where this one's going to be decided. It's going to be won or lost there. And that's not something we say very often in this day and age with the three-point shooting, the small ball, the spacing of the floor, the pick-and-roll action. It'll be different tonight.
Now, here's Walker, following the miss by Jokic. And that one is good.
Yeah, despite the slight frame and slim build, Walker has good strength. I mean, he's determined to get to the basket, even when they get physical with it.
Now, here's Jokic. Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Thompson. On the left side, just 4 to shoot. Over Smart. Barton, no luck.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling and he still misses, boy, he wishes he had that one back.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
And here's Barton. After Marcus Smart got his shot to go from deep.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Walker finds Smart. Back to Walker. For Murray. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Smart. Walker's got 6.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Jokic, no good.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Out to the wing. Back to Smart. There's the triple. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Barton outside. Pass to Gordon. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Jokic with the bucket.
You got to do more than that to stop Jokic. I mean, this guy is a master at converting through tough defense.
And no doubt last season was a bit of a step backwards for Aaron Gordon. After that breakout 2019 season, his numbers just didn't hold up.
And you know, Greg, the issue was his shooting. You know, Gordon had a tough time from distance, especially from three-point range. Some of that is maybe mechanic, but also shot selection a part of it. And I also thought he was a little more passive with the ball, maybe a little more indecisive. But again, he's a young player, really young player, so I'm thinking it was probably just an off year for him, and he'll bounce back in good fashion.
And here is Murray following Jaylen Brown's 3. Murray finds Jokic, and Jokic slings it in.
Quick reaction that time by Jokic, very impressive. Good at rolling to the right spot after setting the screen and doing it quickly.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston.
With what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he can be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Millsap comes in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Barton. And here are the Nuggets now after the basket by Boston. Morris passes to Jokic. Down low, here's Murray. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations, logged heavy minutes, but, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 9 points. And Murray now top of the key. It's good.
Well, I love the fact that he caught it and was ready to shoot it right away. Well done.
For Boston, they've gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. Count that one. Pritchard's got his second basket of the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now here's Murray. He has 6. Passes it to Millsap. Shines over Fournier. Second chance shot. Jokic, no good. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Tatum leading the charge. Here's Pritchard. Rebound by the Nuggets. Here's Morris. No points in the game yet for him. Launches it. Knocks down the 3-ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from me.
Celtics leading by 6. Here's Pritchard. Jokic grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Morris looking over the floor. Pass to Gordon. Jokic trying to free himself up.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooting.
Here's Pritchard, covered by Morris. The shot's good from Fournier.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
To the middle. Puts it up from 15. Misses off the left iron. And so it's Boston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because... And we caught it before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few... Frank, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Boston.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Yeah, also something I like out of them so far, they're throwing their bodies around in the paint, and the physicality is taking its toll.
We've got Gordon, Paul Millsap out there with Green, and it's Rivers. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second.
Tatum used to getting hit while he's shooting. He absorbs it like you would expect a pro to, and powers right through that contact.
Inside, Green, and it's Green with the jam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Tatum passes to Williams. Great tee that time from Green.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
A nice shot by Rivers.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Now a timeout called by Boston. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Cap. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10", with those hands, he's incredible to watch on it. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1", I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those good fellas, as they like to call us, and beat equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like he did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
And, you know, while Millsap doesn't demand attention, he's a natural leader and does demand respect. He's somebody the younger guys certainly look up to. At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Martin passes to Millsap. That one doesn't go, and it's bunched in the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Williams dishes to Thompson. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
It's Barton with the drive and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, an explosive player on the drive. When Barton puts it on the deck, the defense knows they're in trouble. On their heels.
He hits both from the strike.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as well.
Rivers against Walker. Right side Millsap. The pass to Porter. Here's Rivers. Rebounded by the Celtics. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Fournier pass to Thompson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Morris comes in for Rivers. Brown against Porter. Morris right side. And Morris throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
That one goes in. Jokic just got 8 points.
This is a big guy, a mountain of a man. I mean, Jokic is a sturdy, thick 250 pounds. It's going to take a bigger bump to disrupt his shot than that.
Williams, that's good.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And Morris throws it down.
Carving up the defense with excellent passes like there. Jokic, a big man with great vision.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, typically there's some type of adjustment made out of a timeout. It might be major, or it could be just a slight tweak.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Gordon is checked in for Green, and Murray's subbed in for Barton, and then for Boston. Albert Williams is checked in for Williams, and it's Tatum in for Smart. Murray against Brown. Jokic kicks to Murray. From 20 feet out, and Tatum pulls it down. Celtics leading by 11. Brown drives in, the feed to Thompson. The shot's good, Brown making the play. And it's 7 points for Tristan Thompson.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
Morris inside. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game. Boston's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Porter with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Nobody does it better than Gordon on the alley-oop. Boom!
The Celtics have gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they shot the ball. And Thompson kicks to Williams. And here's Tatum for three. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Murray against Brown. Morris outside. Shoots it up. They get it back.
That's one he knows he should drink.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in control. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but we'll be right back out here for the start of the third.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. Kemba Walker was the story in the first quarter. He had 12 points and 2 assists. And that'll...
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. What a game we're seeing from Kemba Walker.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the floor for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart the guard. And it's Thompson in at the center, locking down the middle.
And Brown is just so physically imposing. I mean, especially inside where he usually gets whatever he wants.
Pass to Jokic. Lets the 3 fly. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
With a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Thompson finds Brown. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 8. But we know Brandon Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? And you think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Walker up and in on the layup. Walker's got 14 points for the game.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
Murray against Walker. Murray, good.
They're doing work. Here's the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Outstanding timing from Jokic there. Then the superb reach to wipe away the shot.
That's in the solid leads, but down to 4 on the bucket from Murray.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Jokic with the steal. Jumps up. And it's Murray with the jam.
Well, you got to be on guard when Jokic is in the area now. He's adept at reading defenses and going after steal.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
Well, this game was in danger of getting away from them. They made a nice push to keep it close.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Murray the pass to Green. To the inside. Campazzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Jason Tatum.
Yeah, way to play and attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth from that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
Rivers, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Passing to Millsap. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, doing a little bit of everything. Millsap terrific at moving the ball, sensing when a teammate has a good look. It doesn't stick with him.
Fournier finds Smart. Here's Tatum. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 3 assists now in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Smart against Millsap. To the paint, Campazzo. No good on that one. So the Celtics will take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Williams from outside hits the 3-point bomb. And it's a 7-point Boston lead.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman, Fournier, solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
To the inside. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that field, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some big young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Green kicks to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Rivers. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Jokic has got 7 points here in this quarter. That one drops for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Morris passes to Green. Inside. Cut it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Jokic.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
Williams finds Tatum. Williams trying to break free, and Tatum with the basket on the assist by Williams. Tatum's got 7 points in the game.
Tatum doing a nice job recognizing when to let it fly and when not, to a very capable threat from outside the arc.
Rivers can't get it to go. And so it's Williams who brings it up with the Celtics. Lays it up off the glass. And it's a 10-point Celtic lead.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
Morris outside. There's the pass to Jokic. Hangs in the air. Misses there.
And the defensive prowess of Williams just effective at altering shots.
And so it's Boston going into the break with a 10-point lead. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. A moment now to reset the lineups back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Morris is out there with Will Barton. And it's Nikola Jokic. And there's Gordon. And it's Porter at the 3.
Brown runs the floor like a locomotive, 225 pounds, and wrecks defenses in transition.
Jokic, no good.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Outside Gordon. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And Porter, here we go. Pass to Jokic. Fires the three. Rebound by the Celtics. Thompson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Williams kicks to Fournier. Here's Walker. Plays it up and banks it in. 16 points for Walker.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Here's Jokic. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Morris passes to Jokic. Kane moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Marcus Smart's checked in for Evan Fournier. 5 to shoot. Jokic trying to free himself up.
You know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
Such a wide open look. Brown's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Passes it to Jokic from downtown. Good on the triple. Jokic has got 12 points here in the second half.
And with that 3 ball, it puts a halt to the 12-point run by Boston.
The kick out to Walker. Back to Thompson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Celtics making a switch here. Tatum's checked in. The Nuggets trail by 19. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. Buries the 20-footer. Jokic has got 22 points.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Tatum passes to Thompson. He's looking for Gordon and finds him. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And the strength of Murray, finishing the shot off easily, even with the harm.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
But you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Murray. Aaron Gordon. That's the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Celtics leading by 16. And again, it's Boston converting.
I think scoring is what Walker does best. He's phenomenal with that aspect of the game. He scores in a lot of ways.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Gordon against Tatum. And Jokic gets it to go. The assist by Gordon. Gordon's got his 4th assist in this one. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They're up by 16. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kemba Walker.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
On the road, in a tough atmosphere, he's taking on the role of star tonight. If one of their other players came up short, he picked up the slack to make sure they'll be walking out of here with a win. It's good. Walker's got 22 points.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
Yeah, I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 16. 1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Barton finds Murray. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
He's super hard to guard is Jamal Murray because he's got all the shots, including recognizing when to use the floater.
And the shot is good.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Celtics.
They found a great rhythm from long range.
Yeah, Kevin, every time they left a man open deep, he'd get a good shot at the basket. Didn't hesitate, and that aggression paid off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Walker.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
Let's hit 5 from 18. Connects the jumper drops.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like he's out there by himself.
To the middle. Thompson finds Smart. No good from outside. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.